Remember when a single summer felt like an entire lifetime? When 3 months off school was so long you forgot what classrooms looked like? Now entire years disappear in what feels like a long weekend. You blink, and it is December again. You blink again, and you are somehow 3 years older than you were last time you thought about it. This is not your imagination. It is not anxiety. It is not being too busy. Your brain is doing something specific that changes how you experience time, and once you understand it, you will never look at a calendar the same way again. In 2019, a physicist at Duke University named Adrian Bejan published a paper with a quietly devastating finding. As you age, the speed at which your brain processes visual information slows down. The neural pathways that carry signals from your eyes to your mind become longer, more degraded, more resistant. Fewer mental images are processed per unit of real time. And because your brain measures time by counting the mental images it processes, not by the clock on the wall, slower processing means time literally feels faster. A 5-year-old processes the world at full speed. A 40-year-old is running the same movie on a slower projector. The film is shorter now. Not because less is happening, because fewer frames are getting through. There is a second mechanism running alongside the first. When you are 8 years old, 1 year is 12.5% of your entire existence. It is enormous. It is 1/8 of everything you have ever known. When you are 40, 1 year is 2.5% of your life. It is a rounding error. Your brain measures time proportionally, relative to the total time you have already lived. This is why your first decade of memories feels richer and longer and more packed with events than the last 10 years combined. Not because more happened, because each moment represented a larger slice of everything you were. Your brain does not record time like a clock. It records it like a photo album. Novel experiences, new places, new people, new challenges create dense memories. Rich, detailed, full of things to look back at memories. Routine creates almost nothing. When you do the same commute, the same lunch, the same schedule 5 days a week for 10 years, your brain has almost nothing to file. It compresses. Entire months collapse into a single vague memory of approximately the same Tuesday. Childhood is long because everything is new. Adulthood speeds up because almost nothing is. Here's the part that breaks people's brains when they first hear it. The experiences that feel the shortest in the moment leave the longest memories afterward. A 2-week holiday in a new country flies by when you are there. Every day packed, every hour new, every meal different. But when you look back, that 2 weeks feels like months, while the 2 weeks you spent doing nothing at home feel like they never happened at all. Time is not one thing. There is the time you experience in the moment and the time you remember afterward. And they work in opposite directions. You cannot stop your neural processing from slowing. That part of aging is built in. But you can fight the novelty problem, deliberately, aggressively. Try something you have never tried. Go somewhere you have never been. Learn something that makes you feel like a beginner again. Not because it is fun, though it often is, but because every genuinely new experience is a memory your brain will actually keep. A life full of new things does not just feel longer when you look back. It is longer. In every way that the human brain measures time, it is longer. The years that disappear the fastest are the ones spent on repeat. Same job, same routine, same weekend, same everything. Not because those years were bad, but because the brain had nothing new to file, nothing to look back on, nothing to mark the passage of time. You are not losing years to old age. You are trading them for comfort, and the terrifying thing is how easy that trade is to make without ever consciously choosing it. Remember that summer that lasted forever. That feeling was not a feature of being young, it was a feature of everything being new. You can have that again, not the youth, but the length, the richness, the sense that time is actually passing at the pace it is supposed to. The brain that counted every moment carefully when the world was still full of firsts, that brain is not gone. It is just waiting for the next first.